Hello there. Dave here again. I think I told you last time it was a doozy. This one, I have new information. This one really gets me going. And I hope you agree. I found in my filing, my loosely filed things, something from the Minnesota LCPR. I told you that's the major committee that keeps track of pension things in Minnesota. The title is Background Teacher Retirement Plans, Revised 10 2012. So they're looking at back when there was a lot of action in these plans. And all three plans are going to fail, some sooner than later. Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Duluth. And it's how they fail that is what is amazing to me. And I hope you agree with this. Now they have a new name for this post-retirement adjustment procedure. Remember, there were 85 public plans. Only 3 were taking the good stuff off the top and giving it away while they were failing. And that was in Minnesota. That makes them an outlier. And I call this place the Wild West of pensions. I'm just constantly amazed. I hope you agree with this. Minneapolis was the first of these 3 to fail. They call it a merger. It sounds good. It's a bankruptcy. They are in a death spiral. They can't possibly get their way out of it. And they finally merged in '06. Now here's a graph, another graph. This shows 20 years of finances in the Minneapolis Teachers Fund. They lost over $700 million in the go-go 90s. When things are going up. Now here's what it says on the front. It says that this graph fails to reveal the full magnitude of taxpayers' expanding exposure to risk created by steadily accumulating unfunded liabilities. A major reason why they did this is their financial people were horrible. They didn't meet any benchmarks. They're constantly behind. Apparently anybody can do that because guess what? $700 million, I'll let the taxpayer take care of that, even though we are inept at what we do. It's okay. Remember that thing where they take the money off? 3 plans did it in Minnesota. Well, Minneapolis joined and started doing that same thing in '93. Duluth in '95, and St. Paul in '97. Experts, I've read this over and over, that if your fund is going downhill, if you're in trouble, the first thing you eliminate are COLAs, cost of living increases, and certainly bonuses and big-time money giveaways when you're in trouble. But not here in Minnesota. That's not how we do things. Remember that plan to fail and bail? Well, that's what's going on. This is an amazing thing. Okay, here's St. Paul in the 90s. They're getting increasing bailout after bailout because they're in trouble. Okay, so in one hand they're taking in taxpayer money, hundreds of thousands turned into millions year after year. Okay, because they're in trouble. With the other hand, they're throwing money to the retirees. Okay, they're making things worse. Now that amazes me, okay? You would never do that in your household, but these public people with taxpayer money, other people's money, they're happy to do this. I thought this is unethical, and I go, I've been here before, okay, as a dentist. I had a new patient halfway through treatment because of an insurance change, a large treatment plan, and I got to see what the other dentist had done. This guy stuck money, large amounts of money in his pocket as fast as he could before he took care of immediate needs of this patient, including pain, okay? It was thoroughly disgusting to me. So I call the ethics people. I go, that's it, I'm calling them. He ignored my note, so I called the ethics. They agreed with me. They slapped his hand a little bit. They made him do a few things, so they actually responded. So now here, just a few days ago, I'm reading this stuff, getting all excited about this. And I go, oh, I wonder what the ethics are in Minnesota. So I start looking it up. The legislature in Minnesota is largely self-governing. So nobody's watching, okay? The only thing they seem to be interested in is campaign finance. Here's what they say about that. The rules of the House and Senate are not laws. A member violating one of the rules cannot be arrested, tried, or sentenced in a court of law, nor can the violation of any of the statutes in Minnesota Statutes Chapter 10A be considered a crime. So this is something. When I testified last spring, I said what was going on in Minnesota public pensions was slow motion, white collar crime that lasted, slow motion meaning it goes for years and decades. I still believe that. But now I find out it can't be a crime because it says so on that piece of paper. It can't be a crime, not in Minnesota. That's how this world works. All right, thanks a lot. I hope you're as disgusted as I am. Bye-bye.